After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello, and welcome to Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 100. Yay!
Yay!
100. It is Tuesday, April 29th, and it is approximately, I don't have my watch, it is almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It is gray and dreary, and it's a week to the Maryland Sheep and Wool Fiber Festival, so hopefully it'll get all the rain out. You want to do your music?
Yeah, I have to go through the
before
music.
You forget?
Yeah. The music you just heard was After the Ball is Over by Ren Ross, obtained from MovieAlley.com for media. There we go.
The artwork is by Mr. Pen, Hook, and Needles.
Yes.
Okay.
But we didn't, this is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast. My name is Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
And I'm Marlisha, also known as Lady Furnico.
It's a little dark. Well,
It's a little bit dark.
I'm going to turn on the diagonal light behind us.
Okay. You may hear some pounding. Davina is upstairs doing an exercise tape, so you might hear some
I'd
rather
be really
rhythmic.
shocked if they could hear it.
Well, they might, just in case. As we said, it's our 100th
Is that a little
episode. Yes, it is. It is our 100th episode, and we're really excited about that. We want to welcome all new and returning viewers. We couldn't do it without you, so thank you for returning or joining us. If you have been a viewer for a while and have not joined us officially, please think about joining us in our RAV group. We're a lot of fun. We don't bite. Well, I don't bite.
I do.
She does, but she has her rabies shots.
So we may or may not actually protect you.
So please join us. We'd love to have you with us. We're in the middle of our Autism Awareness Cal, so if you want to have a chance at winning the prizes, you need to join the group.
I was laughing because very little do what we're actually talking about. Thomas says that when we're having an animated conversation and I get irritated with what we're talking about, I knit faster. Because he was talking about, well, whatever he was talking about actually kind of annoyed me. It may upset me a little bit. It wasn't something he did, but I started knitting faster. He's like, you know you knit faster when you're irritated. No, I didn't.
Interesting.
Just random thought that popped into my head.
Before we get into the Cal and the rest of the program, we do want to welcome officially. Are we going to do our drinks?
Yes.
Okay. See, I'm going to get sidetracked. I'm going to forget what I'm doing. Chai tea.
English breakfast tea. Make sure to grab something to eat and drink. Because you wouldn't want us eating and drinking from people without offering them some. That would be rude.
And this is my St. Paul cup. Because I like St. Paul.
Keep calm, knit on.
Okay. We want to welcome officially those members who have joined the group and said hello, or even haven't said hello and just have joined us officially. First one is Julie No Jules Jukes. I think that's how you say that. Julie No Jules Jukes.
I think you're right.
I think it means that don't call her Jules, kind of like Les.
Oh,
don't call her Les. And her name is Julie. Hi, Julie. Welcome.
Hi, Julie.
BJ7481. Who is BJ?
That makes me think of like an R2 name, mostly because I've been watching Star Wars lately. BJ7481. At your service.
Yes, now that you've made fun of her and
I'm giving her a very cool.
And of course, you understand that if it's a him, we're in trouble.
Prim.
My friend used to call that a shim. I don't know.
Prim shim.
Anyway, BJ, welcome.
Now I'm thinking of MASH.
Yes, BJ Honeycutt. The naughty kitty. I almost said the naughty knitter. The naughty kitty, who is Susie. Crochet Forever, who is Emily. Another Emily. We're going to have to number the Emilys and the Nicoles. We have another guy. NJ Knitting Guy.
Hey, John.
Hi, John. Knitting Crazy, who is Kathy. So we have 6 new members, yay! We are at 211. I was going to say 2011.
I'm like, wow, we really jumped.
211 members, so that's exciting. If you are listening to us and you haven't joined the group, please do. We'd love to have you. Before I go into the autism awareness portion of the podcast, I did close the thread for the Crochet Magazine giveaway, and we use a very, very technically advanced method of random number generator. I put all the numbers in here, and Davina pulled one. And we got number...
That's because she didn't have me involved in the
No,
process.
I had a random number generator, but it kept pulling the same number.
It's because she didn't have me
So,
involved in the process.
It was... And it must have been the number it was meant to be, because when I did it this way, it was the same person. So we had a total of 8 posts. Mine was the first, so we had 2 through 8 in the box. I shook it up. Davina pulled one out, and we got number 8, who is Asteroid, the only one who is overseas of all of them. So, Asteroid, PM me on Ravelry with your full name and address so I can get you this magazine. I will take the cover off so I can remove the bill, but this is the magazine. And if you just PM me as soon as you can, and I will get it to you as soon as I can get to the post office, which sometimes takes a few days, but it will get to you. Okay, congratulations, Asteroid. Okay.
Oh, I had something I needed to say, and I can't remember now what it was, because I was trying patiently to wait till you were done.
About what?
I don't remember.
Well, it'll come to you. Okay, on to autism awareness. It's coming along really, really well. Lots of bright colored stuff. I just finished posting double posts for 3 other projects that popped up, so that's really exciting. We had a beautiful Zuzu's petals come up. I think that was Marie who did that.
I'm behind, so.
And then Max Nix put her finished mitts on a monster, on a gray monster. It's so cute. I think it's gray. It's like this monster with this bright. It's so funny. And then the other one was, I can't remember who it was. I apologize. But it was really pretty. I commented on it. I thought it was very... Oh, it was a hat. It was a hat by B-Wing. B-Wing?
B-Wing. Something like that.
B-Wing. It was very pretty. So that's 3 more projects that are in there, and we're excited to see all the different projects that are being put in. They're very inspiring. Make me want to knit and crochet things.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I just wanted to warn people it's going to be a bit longer.
Right. We have a fair amount of stuff to say and stash enhancements.
And I apologize. It seemed to be doing a lot of hitting things,
Mhm.
and things are making noise, and I apologize if that's really noisy.
Yeah, if you have earbuds, we apologize. I know I do a lot of clapping. I have to be careful with that. This Autism Awareness Cal will run from April 1st, so it's already started for almost a month now, through June 30th, which is the last day of June. I'm not clapping. Ow, my finger.
You're talking with your hands. I was trying to still talk.
Ow. See what a
I'm
mean
sorry.
person she is.
I love you.
Okay, I love you too. I love you more. I love you most.
I was just going to go, I know, because I've been watching Star Wars.
I've been watching Tangled. So shows you where our interests lie. But anyway, I love Star Wars too. But anyway, okay. The projects must be finished no later than April 30th. Cannot have been started before April 1st, unless you are Talia and me, in which case we can start whenever we want to, because we can't have prizes. So, please tag your projects with the AA 2014. And if you do the Braid It Bright or the Winding Journey, please let us know that that's what it is, so I can give you the 3rd chance with that project. Because, as you know, if you have an FO or 1 bright color, you get one chance for a prize with that project. If you have 2 or more bright colors with an FO, you get 2 chances. If it's the Braid It Bright or the Winding Journey, which are our featured patterns, then you have 3 chances, regardless of how many bright colors you use.
And if you're confused about the rules, just
you can PM me, or you can, easier yet, read it.
Don't PM me. I don't know the rules.
That's because she doesn't listen. Anyway, we are co-hosting this Autism Awareness with Emily from Fibertown, and she's only going to be doing it through May because she will not be in the country for June. So she's doing it through May. However, if you are a member of Emily's group, the Fibertown Podcast group, and you want to keep going, if you are a member of our group as well, you can keep posting in our group and in Equal Opportunity Crafters podcast group, who is our other co-host, and that is the Jules Lunder, who is the designer for the Winding Journey. Okay.
Which is our other feature pattern.
Which is our other feature pattern. Let's see here. Okay, I did that. 2 cheap patterns. Okay. Please keep in mind that all the projects should be brightly colored. You guys are doing fantastic. I haven't had to move any of them. You guys are doing really well with the bright colors. The chatter does not count for prizes. Sorry, guys. But do
keep chattering.
Keep chattering. We like to have that in there. It's fun to see the comments and the back and forth with the projects and the comments.
Yes, I'm hopelessly behind on that.
Yeah, I finally got caught up. Of course, when I finish this, I will not be caught up anymore for some reason. Let's see here. We already discussed the prizes. Knitting My Bag has donated a beautiful project bag. Cloverbird, who still has 10% off her bags, and she has updated a little bit. You might want to check her out. She also donated 2 bags for our Autism Awareness Cal. Our co-host, Jules Lunder, has also donated a pattern, one of her patterns. Let me think. Hank's mom, who is Robin, donated a skein of yarn, and the name escapes me. Let me see here. Where is it? Malabrigo lace in the Ladrillo colorway. Sarah Jane Designs, 5 of her patterns has been donated for this. Thank you very much. The prizes that Emily, Chain of Fools, donated has come in. She is donating one of her patterns, and she said she has a new one coming out soon, so it probably will be up and running and up for grabs if you should want that one when the cal is over. And what she sent us, excuse me about the crinkling.
You don't need to necessarily take it out of that.
Well, I want to take one out so she can see this one. This one here, there's 2 of these, and I think they go together because they're the same. This is Katja Oxford yarn. It is 50% wool and 45% acrylic. And I don't know what the color is. I can't really see.
It's a pretty color.
It's kind of a green with blue pop. It's kind of a tweedy.
It almost says peacocky.
Yeah, it's almost peacocky.
Hold on, I was trying to see if there's a name on here.
And then the other one is this one on the bottom here, this rainbow skein of yarn. And this is 100 grams, approximately 400 yards, merino nylon fingering weight, superwash sock. This is the Stitch Jones hand-dyed yarn. I have no idea about either of these 2 yarns, so whoever wins this, I'd love to know how you like it. Emily, thank you very, very much for the prize donation. We really appreciate it. You guys are so lucky. I'm jealous. I can't win any of this stuff. So I think that's all I wanted to say. Oh, I did want to give you a little bit of facts. That's what I wanted to do. I was going to give you facts and statistics, but I think I'm going to go with symptoms today because it's a little bit shorter. The characteristics and behaviors of autistic spectrum disorder may or may not be apparent in infancy. With Davina, they showed up at about age 2. But they do give, hold on one second. I'll leave that there for now. They do give us some things, some milestones or some warning signs. That's what I want to look at, some warning signs to look for during your well baby exams. They say the National Institute of Child Health and Human Development has 5 behaviors that warrant further evaluation for autistic spectrum disorders. If the baby does not babble or coo by 12 months, if the baby does not gesture, point, wave, or grasp by 12 months, if the baby does not say single words by 16 months, if the baby does not say 2-word phrases on his or her own by 24 months, or has any loss of any language or social skills at any age. Now, it's not saying that if the child has 1 or 2 of these that they're autistic or autistic spectrum disorders. It's just saying that it might merit further evaluation. Because one thing about autistic spectrum disorders, like any disorders, special needs should be diagnosed and identified as soon as possible. Whether or not you want labeling, just the fact of knowing what you're dealing with. The sooner you can get them help, the more likely they are to be able to live a more normal life. So that is the FYI for today on autism. And now,
Done falling out.
oops, okay. I'm going to put that away a little bit later because I don't want to slow down the podcast any more than we already. How many hooks do you have?
1, 2, 3.
I'm sorry. I'm used to having a sippy cup.
3.
Okay, I've got...
Did you spill?
I did not, in fact. I slurped.
Good job.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so you first.
But my lattice...
Still, you go first.
Yeah, my lattice trellis Afghan, I'm not going to take out. I did work on it. I worked on it for all of like half a row. It doesn't look any different. It is still in my M&M's bag, and that's where it's going to stay because I'm very crowded here today. But I did work on it. So, and for that project, I am using an eye hook and Yarn Bee Danielle yarn in the Dawn colorway, reclaimed from another pattern, and I'm also using Impeccable in pink. Okay? It doesn't count?
No.
I see.
Okay, so in the back bag,
I'm sure you're swinging that thing.
swing.
You get tea all over it.
So in the back bag is Ink Heart, which is the Lush pattern by Tin Can Knits. I'm using US 3 and US 6 needles. The yarn is Miss Babs Yowza What a Skein in the Fountain Pen colorway. Making it for mom, size 33. And the pattern was gifted to me by Nurse Kim Knits.
Get yellow fuzz.
I know, all my bags have yellow fuzz on it now for my yellow sweater. I need to probably wash like all my bags, get the yellow fuzz off.
Make sure you know how you can wash it because I think some of them have to be spot washed.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's easy enough to shoot Cloverbird a message for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Blink. She has pointy sticks and she sticks people with them.
yes. So I'm at the point where I'm starting to increase for the hips.
I'm sorry, I keep thinking about Davina saying she has no hips.
It doesn't look like it's at that point, but I guess it is.
Mm-hmm. You're a little bit taller than me and a little longer in the waist maybe, so.
I guess it is at that point, isn't it? And it does hang a little lower because it's not
Drop sleeve?
No, it's a, you see, here's the collar here.
Oh, okay.
So I guess that is about where it needs to be.
I have blue spaghetti.
So, okay. Can't really see the lace work right now. The lighting's just not.
I mean, you can see the color, but you can't. There, now you can sort of see it, but yeah. It's, there, that's a little better.
But it's been getting work. I've just started the increases, and that is not the right notebook.
Looking for a particular,
This one.
yeah.
Looks like I have a couple more increases to worry about with rows and first before I need to start thinking about binding off and doing ribbing and sleeves and the like.
Stuff and it really does curl.
It does, a lot. So, it's been going along. This is what I worked on my entire date yesterday.
Are you knitting furiously because you're irritated?
Yes, I was. The project benefited.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Okay.
Your turn.
My turn? All right. My next project is my Dragonfly cardigan. I did start it up again. As if you watched last week, you know I pulled it out because the yarn was unworkable, in my opinion. And like I said, if anybody wants that yarn for some reason, let me know, and we'll see what we can come to some kind of
You
agreement.
can probably put it up for trade or sell on Ravelry.
Yeah, I probably can. Let me find my bag that has, here it is, my chai tea bag. Okay. This is from the Sunday Cardigan Pattern by Shannon Mullet-Bowlesby, and I'm using a 5mm H hook. I'm not using red heart. I haven't changed my notes here yet. I'm using actually Dragonfly Fibers sock yarn in the, I believe it's the Dragonfly colorway. It is a sock weight yarn. It is not a worsted weight. That's what I got gauge with for the hook. So let's see here. I'm caught up here with my gauge swatch. I was kind of brilliant. I was doing the gauge swatch and not understanding why it was narrowing out. And because I'm not used to these hooks, I didn't realize I had two of these Crochet Dude hooks in my bag, so I wasn't aware that I had two different colors, meaning two different hooks. So I picked up the green, which was an F hook, and I had been using an H. So anyway, that was me. So I'm using an H hook. I've made this much progress on it. This is about, I think this is like row 12 or 13 that I'm on. You can see the way it's going to start to play out. It's definitely not striping. It's more of a, I don't know if you call that a pooling or self-patterning. I like it. I haven't hit the waist yet, but that's okay. I'll get there. I will not finish it.
I was going to say, it'd be very quick for you to hit the waist already. That'd be a very small sweater.
I do not foresee finishing this for the Fiber Festival like I wanted to, but that's okay. I'll finish it. Hopefully for Shenandoah, yeah, I should finish it by then. I hope to have another sweater by then. But I'm enjoying it. This yarn is very pretty. It's not overly soft, but it's softer than what I was using. And I think it will soften up with use. As I go through it, it seems to soften up a lot. And the colors are gorgeous. I just love these colors, the Dragonfly colorway. So, yeah, I'm making a fair amount of progress on it. I didn't work on it the entire week. I only worked on it the last couple of days. So that's why I haven't made as much progress as maybe I could have. But that's okay. I'm enjoying it. I'm not rushed anymore. It takes a lot of the stress off knowing that I don't have a deadline for it. I have to cake up another couple of skeins. So
I could have sworn you had several caked up.
I'm going to have to look in my bags and see. I don't know what's in my bags anymore, so I have to look and see.
It's because you're not organized.
And that's in my Plover Plover Bird chai tea bag. Yes.
So, in my Knitting's My Bag, Pretty Birdie's bag, is the Robin of Locksley project. Yeah, let me enunciate. The Robin of Locksley project. There we go. Which is the Box Elder cardigan pattern by Maria Leigh. I'm using US 9 and US 7 needles. I think the US 7s are just for the ribbing.
Is that Maria Leigh or Maria Lee?
No.
It's Lee, but doesn't matter. She'll tell us.
And last time we got into pronunciation war, I was right.
No, you weren't.
Tanya said her name's pronounced Tanya.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, that wasn't a pronunciation war. That was a preference.
Anyway, I was right. I'm using Dragonfly Fibers Traveler in the Villainous colorway.
Tea.
Using, yes, you do have tea.
And it will be
I'm making size 36. This is the Villainous colorway. So, the main part of the sweater is done. I can't remember if that was done last time or not.
I think so.
And
we made a lot of progress on
the sleeve. Well, sleeves go by very quickly. I'm probably going to put it away for the rest of the podcast because I want to be able to measure it again. What I like about her sleeve, it looks like she plans it on being long because I have long arms. I usually have to make my sleeves much longer than what the pattern dictates because I have orangutan arms. So I'm happy that meow. You don't have protection anymore, precious.
What? Food protection.
The tea. Oh, you little wimpette.
I'm not stupid. My mother didn't bring up any stupid people.
So, yes, this sweater is turning out well.
It looks really pretty, Tanya. Even with the different changes of color.
Yeah.
It's not that obvious, and it looks like a band around the bottom anyway. So
that's why I keep telling myself.
Well,
but
pretty. I like
I
it.
figure when I add on the ribbing, I'll just use some of that yarn and tie it in. But yeah, it's coming along. Am I looking forward to picking up 20 million stitches when I pick up along the whole sweater? Not particularly, but it'll be okay.
She keeps telling herself that. You don't hear her going, ah, in the back room every time she thinks about it. So that's why she's wearing a hat. She's pulling her hair out.
I'm wearing a hat because I have a serious case of bedhead.
Okay?
Yep.
All right. I did a little bit of work on George's Braid It Bright, the Proud as a Peacock headband. I finished the first braid or strand, or what do you want to call it? If I can just find it in here. Oh, this is the wrong bag. That's probably why I can't find it.
Well, that way it has something to do with it.
It's in my, Minnie's my bag, big bag, my puzzle pieces, Autism Awareness. And this is the finished product. And I'm thinking about, and you'll know why later. I'm thinking about doing this over again, not because it's not long enough, but I think I might want to make it longer so I can make a belt. So I might make this a little less wide, and then use, and then lengthen it out. I don't think it's pretty stretchy. It might stretch, but I don't know if it'll stretch quite that much for my belt. So I think I may change it. In any event, I am working it. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do. It may go to the side while I figure it out. I like the idea of the pattern. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to use it. So, and I'm using Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Hobby Lobby. I use.
I don't know what you're using.
Hobby Lobby. I love.
Don't look at me.
Yes, Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn in purple, green, black, and blue. Peacock colors. Big surprise. Okay, and I'm using an J-hook. Oh no, I don't know what hook I'm using. I'm using a J-hook, yes. Okay.
Do you know where you are right now?
I do not. I know where I think I am. I think.
You think?
What are you doing?
Oh, you're ready for me. Okay, sorry. I was looking at the pattern and thought you were...
Dead space, dead space.
Okay, so my final project is a Scarlet Scotsman project, which is the Flying Scotsman pattern by Susan Ashcroft. I'm using US 7 needles. The main yarn is the Spinning Fates Moira in the colorway Let Heaven and Nature Sing. And then the secondary yarn, which I haven't started yet, is the Lang Yarns Shallow Magic in the colorway 60 Rust Gold Forest Wine. Yeah.
Multicolors.
Yeah. So this has been getting quite a bit of work. I've had people ask if it's a collar. I'm like, no, it's a shawl. It's just
very
building.
pretty. I like it's pretty. That's a heavy yarn. I mean, it's only a sport weight, right? DK?
Mm-hmm.
But it feels very heavy.
Well, this is US 7s too. I don't know.
I mean, it does feel heavy. I would have thought not quite so heavy with the DK, but...
But it'll be a nice, comfy sweater.
Yes, it will.
A
shawl.
Shawl. Everything's a sweater. Did you not know this?
Well, I know that people were very surprised that you cast on a shawl, not a sweater. I think it was Allison who said that.
Yeah.
I take a shot in the dark. It's either going to be Allison, Scars, etc., or George. I just take a shot in the dark.
I think it was Allison.
It was Allison, yeah.
But yeah.
Because
that's my first project.
we love the fact that they're so active. It's fun to watch the
interact.
Yeah. It really is, because we can't be always as active as we like. So we really like the fact that you guys can play among yourselves.
Just with minimal adult supervision.
Because we're so adult.
Oh, of course.
Ow!
You can't get to your tea, can you? Can't get to it.
Ah!
Say Uncle.
No! All right, let me see here. What are we doing here? Okay, my final project, I think. Oh, I do have one more after this. Okay, my Guileless project by Anastasia Zattel is from her Guile pattern. She laughed at me when I named it Guileless. And I'm using a 5mm hook, H hook, and a Shalimer's yarn Zoe sock, and they're Lost Soul colorways. They're one-shot deals. One is kind of a lighter green, and the other one is a bit of a darker green. I keep going to the wrong project bag. Here it is. In my Knit Is My Bag, Lazy Gnomes medium-sized bag. Okay, which I really like. Had that one for a while. And I made some progress on this. I think I did.
But it's an old medium. I think their mediums changed.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I think it's a little bit bigger now. Okay, and this is, I think I did maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 rows on this. It's still curling like crazy, but I knew it would. I haven't blocked it or anything, so it's just curling. But it is growing, and you can kind of see the color, gradations in here, or the subtleties in it. I think it's really, really pretty. I'd never used Shalimar yarn before, and I have to tell you, I really like it.
That's the stuff you got on sale, right?
This is the stuff I got on sale thanks to Max Nix. I really
Max Nix grabbed all the cool colors before I got there.
Yes, it's all her fault. She's gonna deck you.
No, she won't.
She's gonna see me at Maryland Sheep and Wool and hit me from behind or something.
That's okay by me.
I'm sure it is. Only it'll translate when she hits me. It'll actually go to you, and you'll be like staggering when you're at work.
Oh, is that the case?
Yeah. So this is. I think this is about a third of the way through. I really like the pattern. The only part that I think, and anybody who's watched this for a little while now knows I have a little bit of difficulty with the, where I do the increases at the end because of the type of increase that it is. And it's not the pattern, it's me. I just find that that particular increase is a little bit fiddly, and that's just me because I keep turning the chain, and I just need to learn not to turn the chain. So, and this again is by Anastasia Knits, who is Anastasia Zattel, and I'm enjoying it immensely. I can't wait till I get a little further on it so I can put the edging on it. Okay. Do you have another one or am I?
Nope.
Okay, I have one more. My next project is also an Anastasia Knits project.
How do you have 2 in a row? It's not fair.
I have 5.
You said 4.
Well, I missed one. It wouldn't have mattered. I still would have had 2 in a row somewhere. I am still working on.
How did that happen that you got more than me? Usually it doesn't happen.
I've had a lot the last few times. I've been working on Anastasia's Alzheimer. I think that's how you say it. Alzheimer's awareness fundraiser, which is not
Alzheimer's. There is no Alzheimer's.
It hasn't officially started. I think it starts officially in May for the fundraising part of it. But we're doing the squares. It's kind of a testing cal, and this. I finished the first square, which I showed you last week. If I didn't, I'll show it to you again. I don't think it was finished last week. I'll show you again at the finished objects. But this is the one that requires me to do 9 squares, I think it is, to make a square of 12 inches. So here's the first 3. Okay, that's one set. And here's the second set. I don't know if you can see it. They're all the same design, so.
Just different colors.
Just different color combinations. And this is the third set. I still have to join them together because I can't quite figure out what kind of join I want to use, and that's why they're still, because I've had these done for about 3 days or something like that.
They were just sitting on the couch as she tried to figure out what order she wanted them in and what join.
And until I could sit down and get up enough wherewithal to weave in all the ends. I don't mind weaving in the ends. I just looked at 9 squares with like 4 or 5 ends sticking out of them. I was like, Although the ones with the solid only had a couple of ends to weave in. So that is that whip. I'm done with whips.
Graphic novel.
Graphic novel. I got that and you got that. You go first. Because I just finished.
Okay. So, in my Pot Blue Nightwing bag, and I'm going to need to take it out of its frame because it's going to be the best
That's a lot of progress on that.
I actually have been using it the wrong way on the frame this entire time, and the frame even tells me I have been, because the frame states on it
I can't see that tie. It's glaring on it.
Well, it says this side up, even though you can't see it.
What's that?
Yarn fell.
Okay.
It's raining yarn.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
I'll collect that in a second. So when you go into your graphic novel, let me just.
Here.
Yeah, thank you. So the words are finished. The flower was finished previously. I've started on the bottom detail of the heart. So it's now starting to get into picture stuff. This is the part that's going to go a little slower because this pattern is a little bit harder to read. It's very small. But it's coming along. I'm very happy with it so far. I feel like I got quite a bit done when I got the words done. And it has been getting a lot of love. I work on it a little bit each night.
Now, when I was in between projects because I'd finished things and didn't want to do things or was just tired or whatever, I decided to pull out mine and work on it a little bit. I love cross-stitching. I am finding it a little more challenging than it was in the past. For some reason, my eyesight doesn't allow me. I'm okay with the squares now, but threading the needle is really difficult. I can't even see the hole in my needle with my glasses, and even then it was difficult. I had to have my husband, I think I might have to look into another needle or maybe get one of those threaders. But I did get some done. You see it says are possible, and for those of you who don't know what I'm doing, it says with God all things are possible.
Whereas mine was 1 Corinthians 13.
And I have I only had the P and the O done last time I showed you. So I made a little bit of progress on it. I'm happy with it. I don't know when I'll be taking it out again. Probably not this week because we have a lot going on with the festival and stuff. But I'm happy that I got that done.
Oh, along the same lines as a graphic novel. I've had this a while, so I'm not counting this as new. But I am still waiting for my supplies for this pattern. I found this one for Davina. The designer was awesome and sent me the 14 count.
Was it originally 18?
Yeah, it was originally 18. She said that if you asked her on her Etsy shop for a different size, she would send you the instructions for different sizes, which is just the different amount of threads you need. Davina is really into Frozen right now. She particularly loves, not that one, that one, and Anna. She likes to think she's Anna. She's nothing like Anna, but she likes to think she is. But I'm going to cross-stitch that up for her. She doesn't know about it because if she does, I will never hear the end of it. But this pattern is very well written. I'm looking forward to starting it. So this will be a lot of fun when I do eventually get started.
Mm-hmm. Okay, why don't we, okay, do you want to do the FOs first before we do the D-stash stuff?
Let's do tearing out first.
Okay.
So, the Nada Donald O'Connor sweater vest, the swallowtail vest pattern,
I'll be right back.
Is no longer. I tore this out. It wasn't the pattern's fault. I just didn't like the fabric for Davina. It was very loose, very feathery, and I was afraid the stitches would catch. And she'd be very upset if it pulled and ruined the poncho. So
she very much appreciates when you make her things.
And she plays in her clothes. She
lives in them.
She lives in them, and something that lightweight and that feathery would have gotten damaged. So that's sweater vest is no more, and I am offering up for trade or selling these 3 skeins of
I left my name on the other one.
Hell of a Skein, which is a mustache yarn. It is a very nice color. It's barely been used. Everything I made it into has been reskeined up. I think maybe we lost a swatch's worth. And
It's about
The colorway is Pulani. Each skein has approximately 750 yards.
You'll see on some of the sites, it'll say 850 on some of the Rav sites, but it's actually 750.
It doesn't even say, it says about.
Right, but I'm saying on the Ravelry, you'll see some of them say that.
So that's pretty close to the color. It's a beautiful color. It's a very lightweight yarn, and I don't see myself using something quite that lightweight. It's a light fingering, where there are some people who I know would get a lot of enjoyment out of working this.
It's almost a lace weight.
Yeah.
It's very light.
So if you are interested in taking this off my hands and want to trade or sell, please let me know. There are approximately 3 skeins.
Now, I also have things for D-Stash. I know that some people really like this. This is my unforgettable. Just because I don't particularly care for it, somebody else might like it. I have 4 or 5 skeins of this, plus a little bit of the 6th one. I will sell or trade for it. It is in the Dragonfly colorway, I believe. Yes, Dragonfly colorway, and there is 280 yards in each skein. So there's approximately, let's see, 300 times 6 is 1,800, maybe 1,700 or 1,600 yards of this. If you would like it, let me know. I also have a skein of Crinkle.
Alert.
This is nothing to say against mustache yarns, okay? It's just that when I bought it, I didn't realize how thin it was. I would probably try her in a different weight.
The color is beautiful.
The color is gorgeous. I think this is Cow Pow. Okay, it's 1 skein. It's about
such a gorgeous shade.
It's about 750 yards. I'm willing to sell or trade. I have not put either of these yarns up on Ravelry yet for D-Stash. I wanted to give the podcast viewers a chance at it first. Just PM me if you are interested in it for sell or for trade. Either one of the yarns I just showed you. And again, it's not anything against Stacy. She dyes beautifully. It's just this yarn is too thin. You know me and lace weight, and this is almost a lace weight. Okay, and I don't have any ball band or anything. I don't know what happened to it, but I still have the paper. So this has not been used at all.
It never had a ball band. It just had a paper.
It just had the paper, and so excuse me, the thing. It's been like this since I got it when the Hallelujah came out. I guess it was the Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, not the Hallelujah. Yeah, the Hallelujah.
The Hallelujah. When I got it when the Hallelujah came out, so I guess that was January,
something like
that.
It was the day after Christmas.
Right, the day after Christmas, but we got the yarn before that.
Yeah.
So somewhere around there, and it's never been used. It's never been touched except to be looked at. I think you saw it when I received it, and it's been in here ever since. So that is the D-Stash. Okay.
Davina, we're podcasting, kiddo.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shut my mouth and ate you. I railed your podcast.
Okay, kiddo.
Okay, now, FOs on the bookshelf?
Yeah. Do you have anything?
I do have 2.
I have 2 as well. You go first.
Okay. I'm going to show you the one that you may have seen already. This is the finished square. I'm not sure if you saw this already.
Yes,
so
they did.
If you saw it already, I'm sorry. I will show you the other one after Talia shows you her first one.
Okay, so I finished George's Braided Brides. I misjudged when I made this. For one thing, I should have made it shorter.
Yarn is stretchy.
The yarn is much stretchier than I anticipated. I think I was thinking, I measured Davina's head, and it was about, I think it was 21 inches. So I lopped off an inch. I should have lopped off more because when you put it on, it's very loose.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with the braiding.
Well, I thought that the braiding would actually
make it tighter.
I don't know. I didn't anticipate how stretchy the yarn would be. Plus, I probably should have done a fingering weight if I was going to do a headband or a DK, because for my liking, it's a bit thick. Davina loves it.
Yeah, and it's great for if Ty had made it just a little wider, it would be a perfect ear. Those headbands they put to cover your ears in the wintertime, the wide ones.
But she loves it. She's
been wearing it.
She's been wearing it. I personally wouldn't wear a headband that's this thick. I probably would have, like I said, if I made it for myself, I would have used a thinner yarn. But she loves it. So I guess that's good. It has nothing to do with the pattern. It's totally my yarn choice. And
it looks great around the neck.
oh yeah, it looks good around
Yeah.
the neck, and she wore it around the neck. It's a very well-written pattern. I enjoyed the process of making it. I just wish I had chosen a different weight of yarn and had adjusted what I did for the length a little bit. I followed his directions, but I didn't anticipate how much the yarn could possibly stretch.
Right, right. And that's just, I think that's something that getting used to doing a pattern like this. You've never done a headband before.
No, I've never done anything where it's infinity-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but it came out really pretty.
it did come out very well. I think the colors braided together really prettily. And like I said, the directions were very easy to understand. So, not George's fault at all. It's
User error.
user error.
Okay.
But Davina loves it.
Davina does. I think it looks pretty. I actually tried it on my head. It's a little loose on my head, but if it had been wider, I could see wearing something like that in the winter for me. Now, my other finished object is another square of Anastasia's. She's putting them out like 1 or 2 a week, and I finished this one yesterday. I haven't woven the end in there yet, but it's kind of a ripple pattern. I don't know if you can see the design. Yeah, okay. And I just chose to do this in one color because I wanted to have one color. So that's what I did, one color.
Was it supposed to be multiple at first?
It can be. You know, she doesn't tell you what to do for the colors, so I could make them all one color if I want to.
Mm.
That's an idea. But okay. But no, I haven't the multicolors.
So George,
Okay, yeah, I forgot we had another finished object.
guess who's finished?
She has a tongue.
And a tail. This little lady is 7 feet long. She likes long slithers, lounging about backs of couches, and eating tons of fiberfill.
Mm-hmm. And she keeps her girlish figure.
Yes, she does. So she's finished, thanks to George. It was getting toward the end of the week. It was like Monday, and I was like, oh, I haven't worked on her yet. George is not going to be
Please.
pleased.
He's gonna
He's going to
boycott
boycott the episode. And I started working. I was like, oh, I could finish her. So I finished her Monday. So she is quite the large lady. Well, keeping her figure.
She's well proportioned.
Yes, she is. So
Well,
ideas on what to do with a 7-foot crochet toy snake.
I told you what to do with it. Coil it in the center of your bed.
Someone else had a body pillow, which sounds like a good idea to me. I think she's a bit large for a. Someone else had like the doorstop. I think
Yeah.
she's a bit large for a doorstop.
Well, maybe for sliding doors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but and she doesn't like the idea of being stuck indoors.
She doesn't like cold.
So she is quite the lady.
We should call this episode the debut of Lady Shirley.
Well, she's debuted before. It's
but she's finished.
there we go, lady.
Graduating.
So the tongue was interesting. I adjusted the pattern a little bit, but it works. I almost left the tongue off, but she said she wanted her tongue.
Cool. Okay.
She didn't want to look just like a huge worm. She wanted to look like a snake.
I can imagine why she wouldn't want to look like a huge worm. Okay, I have been dabbling around a little bit with design. The yarn I'm using is horrible, so it doesn't show anything. And it really isn't what I want to do yet. I'm just playing. I'm figuring out how to do the shape. I don't know if you can see the design. And I haven't decided which side I want to be the front and the back. So I'm just playing. I don't think it'll be anything soon.
You probably should, if you're going to play like that, you should probably consider plain yarn.
Well, I just picked up something that was at hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I will use plain yarn in the future. I was just not wanting to go and rummage.
Mm-hmm.
It just had something, you know. The only reason I'm showing it is because it's nothing yet. If I do start doing something sort of seriously, I won't show you until I finish a prototype or whatever because of the horror stories I've heard. But I'm just playing with it right now.
And making loud noises with it.
And making loud noises, yes. So it was kind of fun to just play with it. I don't know if it'll get done in the near future, but we'll see. Or if it'll get done. It was fun to do. All right.
Stash enhancement.
Yeah, stash enhancements. How much do you have?
3 books and 2 other things.
Okay, I've got 1. I have quite a bit. I have 7.
So you start.
Okay. I'm going to do 2 of these at a time.
That's probably a good idea.
Okay. Since I decided that I was going to focus mostly on crochet, at least for the time being, I have been trying to do a little more research, learn a little bit more about crochet, except for the other than the basics that I already know. So I got involved with Interweave Crochet and Crochet Me, and Crochet Me puts out. They're bad. They're almost as bad as Craftsy. They have sales, and they're good sales. I picked up these 2 DVDs instead of getting the downloads because I wanted, in case I didn't have internet access. This is the Crocheters Toolbox with Lily Chin, which is techniques and tricks for savvy crocheters, and innovative crochet motifs with Kristen Omdahl. I think that's how she says her name. Kristen, I know you're out there. You probably don't watch us, but if I mispronounced your name, please tell me. So these are the 2. They came in. And I look forward to delving into that when I have a little time. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you had.
I did 2.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this makes sense. Can you talk about something else? I'm trying to figure out.
Okay. I also picked up several of these. I'm going to show them a little at a time. This is Interweave Crochet Workshop. There's a free pattern of a crescent shawl, and I've seen this shawl on Ravelry. I actually have it queued. It's Colorful Crochet with Kathy Merrick. And so that's this one. And you're getting a lot of glare from the back window. I hope you can see that now. And they're having, if you go to Crochet Me, I think it's in Interweave Crochet or maybe crochetme.com. I'm not sure. Interweavestore.com, and you'll see these. And some of these they're having a 50% off sale for these. Interweave Crochet, and they have the section I am interested in is in crochet, but they also have knitting materials. So like Craftsy, it's a very good source of reference, of patterns, of classes, and things like that. So this is the 3rd DVD I picked up.
Thank you, Mom. There, it gave me a chance to figure out where I was in the pattern. Okay. I forgot to mark off a row, and I forgot. Usually I mark off what my right side and my wrong side are on the sheet of paper, and I didn't do that this time. Okay, so.
Got my yarn.
Do you need to go up and get it?
No, it's right here. I forgot it for my project, for my stash enhancements, and I counted it. You have a counter?
Yeah. So, Davina had gotten us, I got in for Easter a couple of Amazon gift cards. One for Mom and Dad, one for Davina. And this one, for some reason I've been wanting to do Fair Isle knitting. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't like weaving in ends. But, here's one of the books I got. It's called Fearless Fair Isle Knitting. And even more than for the patterns, I got it for the instructions about doing Fair Isle swatches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some cute patterns in here. But really, they talked about how to do swatches, how to get an idea of whether or not your colors go. So that's really what I got this for, is the basics. And then although there are patterns in here as well, like the one that's in the front, which is kind of cute.
I like the sleeves.
But mostly for the other instructions, because there's almost too much Fair Isle in some of these. I like a little bit of Fair Isle detail, not necessarily the whole garment with Fair Isle. So, but like I said, the instructions in the front look like they're very good. Your turn.
Okay. How many more do you have? 2?
4.
4. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. These are the last 2 of the videos, although I do have another one coming in the mail that I picked up today because it's 50% off.
Yeah, cross-stitch stuff coming in, but it doesn't count right now.
Yeah, neither does my other video. But I have Design Your Own Crocheted Hat with Robin. I'm not sure if it's Chakula. I'm not sure how you pronounce her last name. And then a Crochet Corner Basics and Beyond with Kristen Omdahl. So this is so that I can learn what I need to learn, when I want to learn it, and not when my computer's working or whatever. So that's that.
Next book, Knitting Architecture. This was one that I did definitely like the patterns in here, and also what drew me to it was the fact, okay, so each of these patterns is based on a place. Like this one here, for example, which is beautiful. It's based on the Beaux, B-E-A-U-X, yeah, Beaux Arts movement. And so it's based on places and like movements in art or whatever. So there's the gorgeousness of the sweater, and then it tells you a little bit about the place or the movement that inspired it. Like they have a sweater that is inspired by the arts and crafts movement, which is gorgeous. So it talks a little bit about that. Oh, this one's based on King's College, the buttresses and such. Whoopsie, I'm not doing a very good job of showing this.
Were you trying to show the picture?
Yeah.
Okay. Without showing the pattern?
Yeah, it's difficult because of the angle I'm at. Let me pick it out like one more. Then there's this one is called the Byzantine pullover, and they pulled off like design off of Byzantine mosaics.
That's really pretty. I like it.
So, and then like I said, they tell a little bit about each thing, which is I really have a fondness for history and things like that. So this is right up my alley. I don't know if I'll start with a particular one, but just having it available makes me very happy.
Okay. I picked up, well, this was in February, I won the Sock Bunny Knit and Fit exercise. I guess it's like it's not a contest. It's a random number generator. You do your exercise 30 minutes or more, and you put it down each day, and she does a random number generator to keep you fit, and it's a very good idea. So I won this time, and she's doing patterns now, and she told me to pick out any pattern I wanted to. I had a hard time. I didn't know about Sarah Jane's designs at the time, and I'd wanted this one for a long time because I like Eeyore. And isn't that the cutest little thing you ever saw?
He's not showing up there. There he is.
Eeyore. I just love Eeyore. So I picked Eeyore up, and it calls it a pillow. I'm not really sure how big he is. Oh, I see. It's supposed to be 8 inches tall, 12 inches long. So that's a pretty good sized toy. It's a little smaller than I thought, but it'll be perfect for my bed. My husband's going to roll his eyes.
Yeah.
Because I have stuffed animals invading the bed. Every time I make a stuffed animal.
You have stuffed animals invading.
Yes, but
look over here.
Yes.
Look at this.
I have more than you do.
You do not have a 7-foot-long snake.
I did not ask to have a 7-foot-long snake. That is neither here nor there. There was this thing with his tongue untangled where he does the ear.
Oh.
And then he's talking to her later, and he goes, "You're not supposed to talk to the mom. Not supposed to talk about the hair. Not supposed to talk about the frog. Chameleon nuance." But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I really love this. I'm looking forward to starting it. And Polly, is it Polly Knits?
Mm-hmm.
Polly had dropped us a line.
There might be a number at the end. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. Polly knows who he is. He's the one who told us about the cutest little rabbit pattern I have ever seen.
So Mom says she won't start till May.
I'm not going to start it till May, Polly, because I really just can't. I need to wait. So I intend to do it. I have it. I thank you very much for pointing it out to us, and we will let you know what we think about it, or I will let you know. I don't know if Talia will be doing it or not, but I will let you know what I think about. It doesn't look overly difficult. I bet you could do it just fine. And I'm looking forward to trying it myself because I think it's adorable. But this is the stash enhancement, not that one. I already talked about the other one. Okay.
Okay. So, this is the one I really got excited about. This is Colorwork Creations, knit woodland inspired hats, mittens, and gloves. I love birdies.
The birdies are cute.
And even more than the bird hat, I love the bird gloves.
Bird gloves. Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
So there's like bird mitts in here.
I like the birds. I don't like gloves so much to make. I like the mitts better.
They have like options that are like
mittens,
ducks and.
Aww. They have owls?
No, these are woodland.
Oh, well, owls are woodland.
Yeah, I guess. No, there's no owls.
What kind of woodland doesn't have owls?
It's a daytime woodland. I don't know.
It's not nocturnal. Nocturnal woodland will have wolves and everything.
Well, this was kind of cute, although I'm not sure if I'd ever wear the ear flaps. Not there. I mean, I like all the hats. I just don't see myself wearing them. And I'd hate to make something like that and not wear it.
Mm. They're really pretty. They're intricate.
They have a griffin hat.
Oh, that's great. I need to make a griffin hat.
Griffin ski hat.
I need to find one in crochet. Griffin.
I love these TMs. They're just really cute.
I can only think of that one character. Who was it? It wasn't Anne of Green Gables, was it? No. Who was it that had a horrible tam that she had to wear and she threw it?
Oh, I don't remember.
She hoped she never saw it again. I forget who.
You see, when I think of tam, I think of river tam and silent tam. Cardinal mitts.
You do not have two other things to show.
Okay, well, I won't run through everything because Mom has two other things to show.
Just saying. Because we are at an hour and a minute. Okay. Okay, I'll show this one first. I told you all that if you saw me last week, that I fell down and may have bought something from the Plover Bird. It came in. I love this. I think it's called Animals in the Park or something like that. And I just love it. She's got one of these in the zip bag, which is the one I originally decided to take, but when she told me she had a drawstring, that's what I chose. Let me see if it says in here what it's called.
In the park.
In the park. In the park. And she sent me a cute little stitch marker. This is a Plover Bird. It's not focusing. Thank you. Focus.
That's as close to focus as it's
Yeah,
going to get.
it's a Plover Bird. As I said, she has a discount on there now, 10% off. She's got some really nice bags in there. She just posted a cute one called Bunnies on Vespas, I think, those little scooter things.
It's cute.
It's really cute. I can't afford to buy another bag, so you guys need to check it out and see if you're in the market for a bag. And that's this one. Do you have another one?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to put my...
Well, I guess I should maybe show you. This is a mixture of a thank you and a stash enhancement. Mom gave me this lovely sweater pattern, the Hillcrest coat, which I will start up when I have sweaters off the needles. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. And I had to thank Talia. She I forgot to bring it with me, but I'm a big fan of St. Paul's, and she and Thomas had gone to the Catholic shop in town and picked up. Yeah, but they just gave it to me last night or this morning. A little chain with a medal of St. Paul, So I wanted to thank her for that. I meant to show it to you, but I left it on my desk, and I'm not going to go out and get it.
Because we're already running
Because
long.
we're already running late. So, thank you, Talia.
Crackle, crackle, crackle.
Yes, crackle, crackle. Is that, do you have anything else to show?
Yes, I do, but go on.
Okay. Well, you go next. I just showed mine.
I just showed
All right. I went to Hobby Lobby,
and because we know you have eons more than I do stuff to show.
The Hobby Lobby, you see the big bag, but I honestly went there with a purpose. I needed more purple. Yes, I needed more purple because Anastasia is making a blanket that I'm testing with. So I got.
You're not testing, you're just.
Well, it's a test, Cal. I'm not doing the official testing, but she made a change based on something I said because I'm doing it during the test phase. She made something clear. She didn't change it. She made something clear, more clear. So I picked up various colors of purple. I have some more in here.
You don't have to
you get the idea. Okay, I picked up a bunch of these colors. I picked up some neon. I picked up some different purples, and I picked up when Talia replaced my yarn, the neon pink and green. She got me the sport by mistake. I picked up the worsted, and the only one I want to show you, also from the purple stuff. I have to show you this because you'll see.
Peacock.
It is peacock.
You guys might remember that colorway from when I worked my peacock that was designed by Stacy Chalk.
Right, and so I figured that this, I actually got 3 of these. I don't know what I was thinking, but I got 3 of these. I'm thinking about using these as part of the centers of some of the squares. I don't necessarily like full variegated squares, but I think it looks nice when you break it up with the solids. So basically that's what I got at Hobby Lobby. I couldn't even find any crochet doodle hooks in the sizes I needed there, so I just picked up yarn. And that's the acrylics because I didn't want to buy much. My husband was willing to take me to the local yarn store, and I was like, no, I'm going to Maryland Sheep and Wool, so I will wait for that.
Well, I forgot to print out the pattern, but I got a sweater kit off Craftsy. It was $30. Maybe, okay, might have been 33
With the tax.
Yeah. So for $33, I got the pattern and let's see, hold on, all this yarn.
Now, how much is in each skein? 300, 200?
$190.
190.
So not a bad deal. Just I didn't get to pick the color,
I like the color.
but it's a very pretty color. The pattern's very pretty, but I forgot to print it out for you. So I think it was a win-win.
Yeah, that's a good price for that.
Oh, for sweaters, you
Yeah.
never can buy sweaters worth that. This is brown sheep wool, I think.
So that's feltable.
Yeah. Oh, it's wool and mohair.
Okay.
So, sorry, I'm scratching my throat. But yeah, I mean, $33 for non-acrylic yarn. That's amazing.
Right.
So that's that one.
Okay, I was going to tell you something and I can't remember what it was, so I'll just move on. Writing.
Oh, well, I have one more.
Oh, you do? Okay.
You must have done a bunch of it together. This is my real fall down. This one cost me more than $33, and that's all you get to hear of that.
Mm-hmm.
But as you know, this is going to be worth it because this is Miss Babs Yowza Skein, and she provides
550, 560?
where is it? How much she provides?
560, I think it is.
I can't find her yardage.
560.
So she provides 560 yards per skein.
Mm-hmm. And this is light worsted.
This is light worsted. These are babettes, which mean that they're limited supply.
Yeah, so you better get enough when you
Yeah.
get them.
And this is the colorway I Want to Go Crazy. Look at that. Very much my colors. Absolutely gorgeous. Reds and oranges and yellows and the darkish brownish blackish shade.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely makes you think of fire.
Mm-hmm.
So, very happy with this.
Yeah, that's very pretty.
So I did fall down on Craftsy.
Craftsy and Crochet Me are bad places. Bad places. Okay. I did about 522 words for my shared story with Taya, and I finished an article for work for June. It's now finished. It's just waiting to be sent off probably in the middle of next month for June's article, since he likes me to have it about a week before the month starts. And I just sent him May, so that's good. I did want to thank...
Oh, I'm not done yet.
Oh, yeah?
I have some things that I've been working on.
What?
You went writing and then went into thank yous. Thank yous is at the end.
Well, I thought you were done.
No, I'm not. You didn't ask me.
You already did whips.
It's not just... But I had, like, obsession kind of things.
Well, then start talking.
Anyway,
Yeah.
worked very little on some Batman fan fiction.
Cool.
Got a little bit of writing in. Nothing amazing, but a little bit done. Been listening to the Sword of Shannara audiobook. But sound like in the 4th chapter in or something. Not really good, though, if you have any sort of counting. I had to stop when I started doing some decreases on the snake because it was hard to pay attention and count and listen to the audiobook at the same time, at least for me. And then I've been doing Star Wars audio commentaries / documentaries. So I finished documentaries and the New Hope audio commentary while watching the movie. I'm now on Empire Strikes Back, the audio commentary. So it's been fun. They have Carrie Fisher, the sounds guy, the visual guy, the director, and then Lucas all talking. I would have liked to have Mark Hamill or Harrison Ford, but
Yeah, well, they're probably busy.
yeah.
Okay.
Now
Are you finished? Finally?
I have my own thank you.
Okay, go ahead and say it then.
My poncho for Davina is, I received an email this morning from Tibise, who, that's her rivalry name. Her name is Valentina Kosciani. She is the designer for the Torlino pattern. She asked to feature one of the pictures I took of Davina wearing the poncho.
You have to check it out. It's vintage Davina.
Yes, it is. So that is now on the pattern page, which is awesome.
That's so cool. Yay. Okay, now the thank yous for the prize donations. We want to thank, well, first of all, I want to thank 10 Hours or Less for the Braided Bright cow pattern that he created especially for the PHN cow.
Like I said, the pattern is really awesome. It was just my own error in choosing what yarn.
Yes, and we want to thank our prize donors. We want to thank Jules Lunder, who does the Winding Journey, which is our another one of our featured patterns, and she is donating one of her patterns as a prize, any pattern, I believe, in her shop. And then we want to thank our other co-host, Emily from Fibertown. She's Chin of Fools. She has donated 3 skeins of yarn and a pattern from her shop. I believe she said it was from her shop. And then we want to thank Robin, who's Hank's mom, who donated a skein of Malabrigo lace weight yarn, the Ladrillo colorway, I think it is.
I think that's right.
Who else? Let's see. Oh, of course, our bag makers. Knitting's My Bag for the bags she donated, and Ploverbird for the bags she's donating. 2 from Ploverbird and 1 from Knitting's My Bag. Beautiful bags, all 3 of them. And Sarah Jane. I always forget Sarah Jane because she came out of the blue and surprised me. She has donated for each of 5 winners a pattern from her shop, and her patterns are really awesome.
Yeah.
So you need to check those out if you.
I don't really crochet that much, regardless of what the snake behind you says. Or behind me says.
In front of you.
Yes. But I don't generally crochet that much. Otherwise, there's a couple hat patterns I really like of hers.
I love her patterns. She's very talented. So those are our thank yous for that, and I've already thanked Talia for what she's given me. I think that's about it, except to ask that if you are going to the Maryland Sheep and Wool, I believe I will be there. Talia will be working, but I will be there Saturday. I'm hoping to be there most of the day. I'm hoping to make the podcaster meetup. So if you are going there and you see me walking around, don't be afraid to say hello. Don't hesitate. I like talking to people, like meeting our viewers. I still laugh when I think about Max Nix because she scared me half to death because she was the first person that ever did that to me. And I was like, what? She had all this yarn in her hands and around her neck. I said, who is this crazy person? And then I wanted to give her a hug because she's a sweetheart. So please, I'd love to hear from you. And if you see me, say hi. I'd love to say hi back. All right, do you have anything else to say?
Nope, that's good.
Okay, we wish you a very happy week full of knitting, crocheting, cross-stitching, whatever it is that you like to do. This is Pen, Hook, and Needles, episode 100, and that's a wrap.